Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Nerd Benji YouTube video. So, this is it. There's just 2 days left of this decade. The 2010s are coming to an end. It's the end of an era, end of a chapter, start of a new one. But in the little moments that we have left, I'm going to make a few videos. There's going to be this one today, possibly another one. I'll talk more about it later. And there should be another one on the last day tomorrow. But in this video, I'll be talking about my favourite games of the decade. I believe I think I counted earlier, I think it was 16 games across 4 different platforms. There are other games as well, but I'll just be talking about them rather than showing them. So, I want to start with what might well be my favourite game of this decade. That is Wii Party. I will admit, it wouldn't be a lot of people's first choice for the best game of the decade. But for me, it is my personal favourite. Because it is unbelievably fun, I've found. There's so many great mini-games. All the individual game modes are amazing, and there's fun to be had if you're on your own, but there's even more fun to be had if you have people with you, like if you have friends. Yeah, I say that like I don't have any. Okay, so next up, not one of my favourite games by any means, but still a good game. I talked about it before in a video a couple of months back, but it is Wii Play Motion, the sequel to the 2006 classic Wii Play. And it's a minigame collection, really. I think it's something like 12 minigames on Wii Play, possibly 14, and they are all great games. Yeah. So, next up is a game that I have fond memories of, and is Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. So it was already exciting that the Olympic Games were being held in the UK. That was just given. But the third installment of the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series was an absolutely superb one. Brought great new events. The Dream events were fantastic, and the London mode was absolutely phenomenal. So now, for my last of the Wii games, it is a game that is actually not well liked. It is Mario Party 9. I have it here because I personally think it's a very fun Mario Party, and it was very enjoyable for me. It was my second Mario Party. The first was the one on the DS, and a lot of people don't like it because of the car mechanic, which I understand. It was a very different spin on what the series is normally about, but for me, it was still a superb game. Great mini games, and it was a massive improvement on Mario Party 8, but that came out in 2007, so we don't talk about that here. So, I think the next logical step would be to go to the 3DS games. I have a lot of them. I say a lot. Only 5, technically 6, but yeah. First of these is Mario Kart 7. Because, well, it's Mario Kart, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with Mario Kart. It's a really fun game series. Mario Kart 7. Third portable Mario Kart. And it was very entertaining. I mean, the thing is with this, I actually won it in a competition. I didn't really intend on buying it. At that point, the only 2 Mario Karts I'd played were the DS version and the Wii version. But, yeah. 7 was a very fun game. Brought in the Hang Glider. Was it Hang Glider? I don't actually know. It's just called the glider here. Yeah. But, yeah, like I said, it's Mario Kart, you can't go wrong. Oh, I should have put a disclaimer in just at the beginning. These are my favourite games that I have played this decade. There are many great games that I know of that I've just never had the chance to play. Some of them I've bought and just not got around to playing. Some of them I just don't own. And yeah. So if there's a game you're wondering why it isn't here, chances are I probably just haven't played it. So next up is a bit of an obscure game. It's Fantasy Life. It was just a very charming game for me. It had its just losing my train of thought there. It was very different to what I was used to. And it gave me Animal Crossing vibes, but it wasn't a game played in real time or anything like that. But yeah. Very nice game. Next up is another game where you just can't go wrong with it, can you? It's a Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. The first portable Smash Bros. Game. I mean, when it got round to actually playing this, I had only ever played Brawl, which was just really down to my age. But Smash Bros. Is just one of those games that you can't go wrong with, like Mario Kart. So, next up is a game that was just so quirky and brilliant. How it hasn't had a sequel yet, I do not know. But it is Tomodachi Life. It was just such a fun game. You had your own virtual characters, and you could make them made up people. They could be friends, family members, whatever, and you would just watch their lives and all the weird and wonderful stuff they got up to. I mean, the humour of the game does sort of get repetitive over time, but if you're fine with that, like I was, then it's a wonderful game. And now, last up, the only other game really that I would consider my favourite game of the decade, it's Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I'll also welcome Amiibo in here as well. No Happy Home Design or the Amiibo Festival here. I don't think they were bad games, they just weren't amazing games. But everyone knows of Animal Crossing's appeal. It doesn't appeal to everyone, but the people that it appeals to, they absolutely love it. I mean, it's weird to think that this was the only mainline Animal Crossing game to have come out in the entire decade. We got 3 in the 2000s, or the noughties if you prefer. But yeah, we are getting New Horizons right at the start of next, well, by the start I mean first quarter, late March. So yeah, you've noticed the theme, that these are all Nintendo games. That is the theme for the entire selection of games. But yeah, the next console that came for Nintendo was the Wii U. It was a bit of a failure, it has to be said, but the people who did play it know the fantastic games that it had on it. And there's actually a lot of Wii U games that I just never bought. But one of the ones that I did was just a great game. It's the sequel to the first game that I mentioned. It is Wii Party U. It had all the charm of the original, but it also gave so much more. I mean, I really like how this game used the gamepad with the tabletop games, and the house party games were phenomenal, I thought. I mean, so were the TV party games. But yeah, ND Cube did a fantastic job with this one, just like they did with Wii Party, and for me, Mario Party 9. Okay, so that leaves us with just the single console. It is the Nintendo Switch, and it's every physical game that I own so far, excluding the ones that I got for Christmas, because actually, before we move on with the Wii U, I would just like to give a shout out to Mario Maker, because it was a game that I never really enjoyed at the time. I think I was just a bit too young to enjoy it. I've got Mario Maker 2 for the Switch, and I have enjoyed it so far. But yeah, so that's that with the Wii U. Now it's time for Switch games. I haven't really organised these in the way that I would like to, so I will just do that now. Oops. Okay. There we go. So, we start with what has been a game that you just couldn't go wrong with. It's quite a theme here. No, it's not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I'll get on to that. It is Super Mario Odyssey. So, you could say that in recent years, before Odyssey, the Mario franchise got a little bit stale. We had 4 new Super Mario Bros. Games. I mean, they were all good games, they were just the same thing over again a lot of the time. And we had Super Mario 3D World and Super Mario 3D Land, which again were just 2 similar games. I know before that we had Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, which were very good games. But with the dawn of the Switch, Mario Odyssey came, and it was a superb Mario game with many different unique game worlds. They gave you plenty of different places to go, lots of different things to explore, and for a lot of people their only complaint was that the moons were sometimes a bit repetitive in how we've got them. Which, yeah, it is true, in fairness. It also had a lot of great music, and for a lot of people it will probably be their game of the decade. I mean, not as many as other games, such as Breath of the Wild, and for some people maybe even Galaxy 2, but yeah, still, the best Mario game in a long time. Probably since the original Galaxy. So, next up is a game that you can't go wrong with. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So Mario Kart 8 came out on the Wii U. I've never played it, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. My only basis is it's Mario Kart, how could it possibly be bad? So yeah. However, a lot of people never got the chance to play Mario Kart 8 because they didn't buy a Wii U. So Nintendo saw that as an opportunity to get Mario Kart on the Switch early by just re-releasing it. And adding, I believe they added what was originally DLC for Mario Kart 8 just into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So yeah. The next game, I mentioned earlier how Mario Party 9 was not well liked. Well, my next game is a game that really is not well liked. I think I'm the only person in the world that actually likes it. It is 1-2 Switch. In a way, it's sort of the Switch's Wii Play, I think. and I guess a lot of people will agree with that tag. But yeah, it had a lot of mini games that showed off a lot of what the Joy-Con was capable of. And I think it showed, for me, it showed just how good the Switch can be. Something like HD Rumble. Sorry, HD Rumble even. That was shown in the game. That was just what felt like a revelation. And that's a feeling you don't really feel anymore, because we've gone from standard definition to high definition. We've got coloured TVs. What else is there that can be considered revolutionary anymore? But yeah, the mini games there were great, and I would possibly say, apart from maybe 3 other games, all of which by the end I will have talked about, one of which I've already talked about. I think you'll work them all out. It's probably the best Switch game to play at a party, aside from this and 2 other games. So, next up, it is Super Mario Party. For a lot of people, this was a great game. It brought back what made Mario Party great for the people who'd previously lost what they felt made Mario Party great with Mario Party 9 and Mario Party 10. And the 3DS games as well, but I never played any of them. So, it was a very good Mario Party. I mean, they're all great. And yeah, I believe I'm right to think it got the best scores from critics since the original Mario Party, which is a fantastic achievement. Yeah. Is it perfect? No. There's only 4 boards, which makes it feel repetitive, and the boards aren't particularly amazing. They don't have the charm of the boards in previous games, or the depth, but they are still okay boards. Minigames are always great, and Super Mario Party makes sure that they are once again great. But yeah, moving on, because we've been going quite a while. This is the penultimate game. Yeah, Mario Party was one of the party games. Next game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Just, what a game. It's everything that's great about Smash Bros. And yeah, it has a fantastic roster. I think the one thing that just sort of holds it back from being the best game of the decade is that it is, at the end of the day, just another Smash Bros. Game. Whereas if you look at something like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that isn't just another Zelda game. It's changed a lot about the franchise. It's redefined Zelda. But yes, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is a great game, and it will be interesting to see where Smash Bros. Goes next. And the last game. Ahead of next year's Tokyo Olympics. It is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020. So, it's probably, aside from 1-2-Switch, the only really game that I've played that uses motion controls, like, quite a lot. And I'm a huge fan of the Wii. I just like playing with motion controls. And for me, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games just brought that. There's so many great games on it. And there's Dream events as well, which I haven't even got round to playing yet. But it is just another great installment in the franchise. So yeah, we've clocked in nearly half an hour after going through all of those games. Like I said, there are many games that have come out this decade that I just haven't played, and I'm sure they would be here if I had played them, but I don't personally think that I can call a game a great game if I haven't played it. Because the only experience I have isn't first-hand experience. It's just watching someone else play it. But yeah. So, I was thinking of doing a video talking about my favourite music of the decade, but most of you in real life know my music tastes, and yeah, you hate me for it. So, I don't really think anyone needs boring with all that. But yeah, I will do, hopefully I will do a video tomorrow, just before the end of the decade, where we can truly reflect on everything that made the decade great. Just an overall reflection, because there's been ups, there's been downs, it's okay. I mean, yeah, I don't want to get too deep into it, because this video is long enough already, but yeah, thank you for watching. There's just two things I'll add before the end. This is the first video that I filmed using my new phone, so if it seems a bit different, that's why, and also if I seem louder than usual, it is because that's what I've been trying to do. As you can see, I am wearing AirPods, which is one of the things I got for Christmas. I didn't want to make a video boring you about what I got for Christmas, but yeah. I don't actually have any music playing or anything here, it's just they're in there, so I will naturally be speaking a bit louder, hopefully, so I should be a bit more audible than usual. But yeah, thank you for watching. We've surpassed half hour. Yeah, See you next time. Goodbye.